Victoria Hayes stood by the window. Her voice was sharp and cold. "You don't belong in our family dinner, Emily. I'd rather you stay away." Emily Reed placed her phone down slowly. The light from the screen glowed on her face. Outside the university hospital, rain was falling. She pulled her white coat tighter. Her reflection trembled on the wet glass. She walked to the parking lot quietly. The evening shift had ended. Philadelphia streets shimmered under orange street lamps. She unlocked her car and sat behind the wheel. Her phone buzzed again. Daniel's message appeared. "Running late at the lab, love you." She smiled faintly. Then her smile faded. Rain struck the windshield in steady rhythm. The conversation with his mother echoed in her ears. Victoria's words were not new. They had followed her since the wedding. 3 years of tolerance. 3 years of humiliation disguised as civility. Daniel Hamilton, her husband, came from one of Philadelphia's old families. His mother Victoria still ruled their circle. Her daughter Claire copied her tone. Both treated Emily as a visitor. Not blood, not family. At home that night, Emily found an envelope. It was a gold wedding invitation. Claire Hamilton and Andrew Walters, printed in elegant silver font. A sticky note was attached. "Mom dropped this off. Asked about you. I said you were working, love, D." Emily sighed. The note smelled faintly of her husband's cologne. She placed it aside. In the reflection of the kitchen window, her eyes looked tired but determined. Next morning, the hospital corridors were bright and sterile. She walked past the pharmacy shelves. The scent of alcohol and detergent filled the air. Emily opened a drawer, checking supply records. Among the entries, she noticed an order: belladonna extract, atropine sulfate. Her breath slowed. She knew who had signed the order: Victoria Hayes. Later that day, she met Michael Carter, a friend who worked part-time in the hospital cafeteria. He also served as a waiter at Claire's upcoming wedding. "Michael, I need a favor," she said quietly. "At the reception, can you keep an eye on my glass?" He frowned slightly. "Something wrong?" "Just intuition. Please trust me." He nodded slowly. "You saved my sister once. I owe you." Days passed. Rain cleared. The morning of the wedding came bright and cold. Emily stood before the mirror adjusting her navy dress. Daniel hugged her from behind. "You look perfect." She smiled thinly. "Let's hope the day goes smoothly." They arrived at the Ritz-Carlton downtown. The lobby shimmered with crystal chandeliers. Perfume mingled with the scent of roses. Men in tuxedos laughed over champagne. Women's heels clicked across marble floors. When Emily and Daniel entered, conversation paused for a second, then resumed with whispers. At the reception desk, the hostess smiled politely. "Your seats, please." Daniel and Emily Hamilton. The hostess hesitated. "Mrs. Hayes requested your table." "It's here, the furthest corner." Daniel's jaw tightened, but Emily touched his arm. "It's fine." They walked past tables filled with silk and jewelry. Victoria appeared in a lavender gown. Her pearls gleamed. "Emily, you look almost elegant today." Her gaze ran down Emily's dress. "Almost." Daniel started to speak. Emily stopped him with a gentle pressure. "Thank you, Mrs. Hayes. It's a lovely event." Victoria turned away with a smirk. Claire arrived soon after. Her white dress shimmered under chandelier light. She smiled at guests, avoided Emily's eyes. The ceremony began. Music filled the hall. Vows spoken. Applause echoed. Dinner followed. Waiters glided among tables. Michael caught Emily's eyes briefly from across the room. He nodded slightly. A waiter placed champagne before her. Emily lifted the glass slowly. The scent was wrong. A faint bitterness beneath the bubbles. She set it down carefully. Daniel noticed. "Something off. Smells strange," she murmured. "You worry too much," he said, smiling. Then lifted her glass instead. He took a sip. Across the hall, Victoria froze. "Wait," she shouted. "Don't drink that." The room fell silent. Dozens of eyes turned. Daniel lowered the glass. "Mother, what's going on?" Victoria's voice faltered. Her lips trembled. "Nothing," she whispered. "Just nothing." Music resumed awkwardly. Whispers filled the air again. Emily's gaze never left her. Victoria's fingers trembled as she gripped the napkin. Later, Michael approached Emily quietly. "I switched your glass just like you asked. Before the ceremony, I saw Claire near your seat. She poured something into a flute. Thought you should know." Emily nodded once. "Thank you, Michael. That's all I need." She slipped the original glass into a small vial, then continued smiling through the evening. Her calm unnerved Victoria, who kept glancing over nervously. The next day, Emily was in the hospital lab. She handed the vial to Jennifer. Run a toxin panel, please. Full spectrum. Hours later, Jennifer called her in. Traces of atropine. Low dose but deliberate. Emily took the report in silence, her hands steady. Thank you, Jen. That night Daniel came home. She placed the report on the table. He read it twice. His face drained of color. My mother tried to poison you, he whispered. Emily nodded. Yes, and your sister helped. Daniel leaned against the wall. I can't believe this. Why? Because I was never good enough, Emily said quietly. But I'm done playing meek. They planned together. Methodical, calm. Emily gathered receipts, purchase records, CCTV footage from the hotel. Every document signed by Victoria's staff. 2 days later, they drove to the Hayes mansion. Morning light filtered through oak trees. The butler opened the heavy door. Good morning, Mr. Hamilton, Mrs. Hamilton. Madam is in the conservatory. Inside, Victoria was pruning orchids. The silver shears gleamed in her hands. She looked up and smiled faintly. To what do I owe this visit? Emily stepped forward. We came to return your gift. She placed the laboratory report on the glass table. Victoria glanced down. Her hand stopped midair. Her face turned pale. Daniel's voice was low and cold. You poisoned my wife. Victoria laughed nervously. You have no proof. Emily opened her folder. Receipts, chemical orders, hotel footage, even a copy of the catering list. Your handwriting, Mrs. Hayes. The color drained from Victoria's face. Her lips trembled. She reached for the table to steady herself. Footsteps sounded behind them. Claire entered. Her voice broke. Mother, stop lying. They know everything. Victoria turned sharply. You foolish girl. Be quiet. Claire's eyes filled with tears. I can't keep pretending. Daniel stared at both women. Unbelievable. My own family. Emily's voice was steady. I should call the police. But I won't. Not yet. Victoria's shoulders slumped. What do you want? An end, Emily said. You will stay away from us. Completely. She slid a flash drive across the table. If anything happens to me or Daniel, this goes public. Signed statements, test results, everything. Victoria sank into the chair, her fingers trembling. Please don't ruin us. Too late, Daniel replied. You already did. They turned to leave. Claire called after them. Emily, wait. Why not expose us? Emily paused at the doorway. Because I won't live on hate, but you will live on guilt. They walked out into the cold morning. Philadelphia air sharp with rain. Daniel held her hand. Are you okay? I will be, she said. This is our beginning now. Weeks passed. Their apartment grew warm with peace. Daniel transferred to a new lab. Emily continued at the hospital. Her name now respected. Her work steady and clean. One evening she opened the mail. An envelope lay inside, unmarked. Inside was a note written in shaking hand. Forgive me, Victoria. She folded it carefully, placed it in a drawer, and left it there forever. A year later, spring sunlight filled their kitchen. A crib stood by the window, a soft blanket folded inside. Daniel brewed coffee. Emily smiled at him. We're doing fine. We are, he said. And this time, no shadows. Somewhere across town, in a quiet nursing home, Victoria stared at fading orchids, hands still trembling, her whisper barely audible. I lost everything. Emily at home opened the window. Fresh air filled the room. She looked at the horizon, the city lights beginning to glow. Her voice calm and steady. Let's move forward. No more fear. No more chains.